Hey, happy Monday, everybody, and happy 2023. I know the last few years have been pretty rough for a lot of us, myself included. And I just wanted to say that I have a really great feeling. I'm feeling very grateful about 2023. I'm hoping everybody else feels the same. If you've been watching me for a while, you know that I don't really believe in New Year's resolutions. I believe in finding goals for ourselves at any time that are uh, small enough, but ambitious enough that we can make small changes and amplify off those to get where we want to go. I'm hoping that that speaks to you and that you're not feeling too pressured this time of year to do anything too big. Here at Holus, we do really, like I said, believe in those small, accomplishable goals. If you don't know me, my name is Dr. Heather Hammerstedt. I'm an emergency medicine, lifestyle medicine, and integrative nutrition coach. And here at Holus, we really strongly believe in helping people make sustainable changes to their body and to their mind, specifically around food, around movement, and around understanding how our brain works, around sustainable health change, and around what I like to call mental fitness. I'm running off to a night shift, so you've got me in full scrub glory here tonight. Tonight I want to talk a little bit about self-talk and how to shut down that negative voice in your head. So this month here at Holus, we're taking a deep dive into body confidence, and today I want to focus on self-talk since it's been such a big influence, has such a big influence over not just your mood but also your health. And if you're here, please give me a like or a love or drop some comments into the post below so that I know that you're here. Tell me where you're from, what your small but accomplishable goal is for the next month. Okay, so self-talk is words that you use to speak to yourself, not only out loud, but also in your head. Almost always in your head. Studies show that some people are naturally nicer to themselves in the words that they choose, and as a result, have a much more optimistic outlook, and in fact, better physical health. So, this even includes a 50% lower risk of dying from cardiovascular disease and a higher cancer survival rate. Is that crazy? The words that you give to yourself give you a 50% lower risk of dying from cardiovascular disease and a higher cancer survival rate. So, likewise, those who tend to kind of harp on themselves or use a negative tone in their inner dialogue tend to have a more negative attitude and outlook on life. As you can imagine, also affect on your physical health. So this week I want you to do a check-in and monitor the way that you speak to yourself. And if you notice that you tend to be more negative than you want to, turn your words around. I've got some tips for you in a second, but first I want to talk about why it matters. So a lot of us talk to ourselves in a way that we would never speak to anyone else, like even our worst enemies. This matters because positive self talk and having an optimistic attitude is linked with better health and even a reduced risk of sudden death. I'm talking about improved immune function, less pain, better heart health, more energy, greater sense of fulfillment in your life, and less stress. So, I mean, that sounds pretty amazing, right? Sometimes you can speak negatively to yourself and really not even realize it. There are four basic kinds of negative self talk, and you might recognize some of them. I know that I did when I was first looking into this. So, number one, black and white thinking. Things are either good or bad, sweet or sour, happy or sad. There's no room for middle ground. This is a really rigid way of looking at life. And the way that I always say to my kids and to my clients is that the life is not black or white, it is full of rainbows and full of hues of things in between that we don't recognize. And sort of opening your mind to that in terms of your self talk can be really, really powerful. Number two, personalizing the things around you. Basically, this is blaming yourself for everything that happens, right? I mean, it's sort of like thinking that you're the spotlight and that all the things that are happening have something to do with you, when in fact, things just happen and you happen to be there. So, not blaming yourself, not thinking that the things that are happening that are making you feel bad have to do with your direct action. Some of them, sometimes they may be, and you need to take ownership of that when it is. But so many of us just kind of assume that the things that are happening have to do with you, when in fact, You may just happen to be there, and the issue is completely external to you. Number 3, only focusing on the negative of situations. I mean, situations have negative aspects, right? But I do feel like there is a silver lining and there is a different way to approach what has happened in those situations, as an opportunity for growth or for understanding or for just changing the way that our brain is thinking about things. I think can be really powerful. Number 4, everything feels like a catastrophe. This is when you expect the worst from everything or feeling constantly under threat of attack. None of those sound like very much fun. So this week, just check yourself. And if you find that you're veering into the negative side of things, like try to turn those things around. And here are some tips to help retrain your mind so you hear more positive self talk every day. You might notice certain things kind of set off your negative self talk. So watch for patterns. And when you notice situations that make you feel negative, you can anticipate them and be ready for them. This could happen at work, or maybe if you're faced with a mountain of chores at home when you're tired from working all day. I don't know anything about that. Or maybe being around negative people makes you feel uncomfortable and you find your mood is affected by them. I just want you to realize that your thoughts create your feelings, which create the way that you react to the world. And if you can control your thoughts, even if it feels maybe a little bit contrived at first, as the first step is recognizing those thoughts, the second step is sticking in another thought that's more positive and may create a different feeling, which may create a different action or reaction to the circumstance that's happening with you. So look for humor. You'll usually find what you're looking for. If you need a positive boost, find something funny. This could be a funny video, TV show, comedy act, or you can go pro and try to find the humor yourself in your situation. Surrounding yourself with positive people to hang out with or even to follow on social media. Um, Find positive quotes, affirmations that have meanings for you, write them down, place them on your bathroom mirror, repeat them when you find yourself feeling that negative self talk. Just remember that your inner dialogue is like your life's internal soundtrack. So you deserve to hear something amazing every day, even if it's yourself telling yourself that, especially maybe if it's yourself telling yourself that. So if you don't love what you're listening to, change the channel. I'll put a couple references in the comments. I did want to share that here at Holus, we're pretty excited. You know, we've been offering weight wellness coaching, personal coaching, and group coaching for quite a while, since 2018. And my team is amazing. We have also been offering mental fitness programming, so coaching around finding the saboteurs in your own brain, figuring out how to replace that with what we call the sage brain to really help yourself be more positive and wise in your decision making and recognizing kind of the self-saboteuring that you're doing. We've been doing that for a little bit over a year, mostly for alumni clients from our weight wellness program, but now also for everybody else, if anyone is interested in that. 2023 is going to be pretty exciting because we're putting together a full curriculum that instead of being, 8 weeks or 12 weeks at a time, is actually a 9-month program where you go through stages that we have worked out, we have validated with lots of clients, and have figured out that the best way to make sustainable change in how you talk to yourself, how you choose to fuel yourself, feed yourself, move yourself, and to make decisions around life, relationships, and your health, long-term health, really can be done in about a 9-month period. So weight wellness, nutrition, mental fitness, and then really putting it all together in a Grow Well program with 2 of our most experienced coaches. So it's going to be really exciting to implement this. We are taking candidates by phone call to figure out what fits for you, which portion of this, what you need the most, or whether the full comprehensive program is something that will really best work for you. So super excited about that. We would love to talk to you. If you want to just hop on a call with one of us and talk about what that program or what those programs look like, just drop the word action into the comments here, and we will send you a message. Either Adil, Jan, Casey, or I will reach out and get you scheduled for a call. We also have a group weight wellness program that is coming up starting in just a couple of weeks. If you are interested in figuring out whether group coaching is good for you, and whether our nutrition program, whether our coaching technique based on lifestyle medicine, evidence, and love for your body, and you're loving your body the way that it is, but choosing a way that you want to change your health future based on that. We would love to have you as part of our group. So if that sounds great, just drop the word group and I'll send you some information about that. My freebie for you today is a body confidence ebook that I've written that just gives you some perspective and some thoughts about loving you the way that you are, and making choices about what you want that body and what you want your brain to feel like and be like as you move forward in this interesting life that we have. Each stage is a little bit different. So I am going to go run down and hug my kids and go to another night shift. New Year's has been my holiday to work, and so here we are. I hope that 2023 is everything that you want. We are here for you. If you want the ebook, drop the words body confidence into the comments. If you want to hop on the phone and hear about either the individual programs that we have or the comprehensive weight wellness and grow well program that we have that includes mental fitness, we'd love to talk to you. So drop the word action into the comments if that sounds good. Cheers, everybody.